Hey everybody, welcome back to the Seesaw. I have something a bit different for you today. So a couple of weeks ago, before all this madness started, we were approached by a company called cherries.com, that's cherry with a Z on the end.com, and offered us a chance to get some product from their site in exchange for a haul video. So with full disclosure, everything I'm going to show you today has been gifted to us by Cherries in exchange for this video. They are, if you've not come across Cherries before, they are an online sort of like, if you like shopping at Poundland, B&M, Home Bargains, that sort of shop, factory shop, that sort of thing, then they are very similar. So they have food items, they have beauty products, they have household things, stationery, garden stuff, a little bit of everything. And almost everything is £1 or £2. So again, a bit like a pound shop or a bit like Poundland. It's that same sort of range of products and pricing. I was really impressed with the range of things they had. Now I started doing my shop on the last Friday evening, and I finished it on Saturday because I just couldn't get through it on the Friday in the time I'd allowed myself. And by the time I came back on the Saturday, some of the things I'd put in my basket on the Friday had all gone, so we're out of stock. So it does change, the stock does change quite quickly. But then once I'd completed my order, I submitted the order on Saturday last week, and the box arrived on, I think it was Monday afternoon, so Monday or Tuesday morning. So it was quite quick delivery by Hermes. The only thing I would say is that the box was quite bashed, but I think that's probably a Hermes thing. But from a Cherries perspective, it could just be the packaging needs to be a little bit stronger because you get quite a lot of stuff. So as I said, I was offered a £50 coupon to purchase whatever I wanted, and I got an awful lot of stuff. This box is actually quite heavy for £50, so I'm going to show you what I got. If you'd like to check out yourself what they have, and perhaps especially at the moment where you can't go and just wander and browse around the shops, then down below in the comments, I will put in the description, I will put a link for you. And for anybody that wants to give it a try, as long as you use the app on your phone rather than the website, you can put in my code, which is down there, Family Seesaw 20, and you will get 20% off your first order as long as you haven't ordered from them before. So I'm going to open up the box and show you all of the stuff that we got, and there is a lot. So bear with me. It does come with this nice Cherries tissue paper on the top of the box, which is just a nice little touch. And it is reasonably well packaged, as I said, apart from the box being a bit bashed. So the first thing I got was a peg bag. So when I was growing up, every washing line had a peg bag hanging on it. My mum definitely had one. In fact, my grandma used to make them. And I was just looking for things to fill up my basket and just thought this would be good. At the moment we keep our pegs in like an old ice cream tub, but this is a little watermelon coloured or printed peg bag, so I will put that to good use doing the laundry. Some socks, as well as pyjamas. I have a thing about pyjamas and I have a thing about socks, and so there was a little 2-pack of ladies, this kind of argyle print, a pink pair and a grey pair. Quite liked the look of those. I think they were £1.50 or perhaps £2 for the 2 pairs, but they're actually quite nice socks, so looking forward to trying those on. I've got to rummage a bit here. So a little wax melt kit. So this is vanilla and coconut, which I thought would be quite a nice flavour. So a wax melt is just where you put a little tea light in the bottom here, and I've got plenty of tea light candles. And then you put the wax melt in the top and you let it burn and the fragrance comes out. So this one is going to be ideal to put like in our little bathroom, our downstairs toilet, something like that, to get the nice smells going through there. What next? We have wooden floors in our kitchen, and they are a pain to keep clean. And I've got some of these Vivid wooden floor cleaning sheets. So there's 25 in there, which you can just put onto one of the, like a swisher, it's not a mop, is it? One of those kind of sponges on a stick. That's the easiest way to describe it, a sponge on a stick. Put one of these over it and swish it over your wooden floor after you've swept it. So interested to give those a try. I've never tried anything like that on our floors before, but we will give it a go and see how we get on. Got some power tack, which is otherwise known as blue tack. So we have quite a lot of art things from Caleb that we stick around on the kitchen cabinet and up on the walls in his room. He puts various posters and things. So we never have enough blue tack, and I think we've almost used the pack that we had last, so I spotted some of that. What else? A little gel air freshener. So this is just one of those where you unpack it and the gel kind of fragrance comes out through the holes there. And this one is a fresh linen. So again, that would be nice to put in perhaps in the laundry room or in the master bathroom or somewhere like that. I've got a little spatula turner. So we've got a big flat one of these, but when I'm making like little single fry, we've got a tiny little pan that I use for making fried eggs and small pancakes. It sometimes is a bit big and a bit awkward to get under things. So this is just the right size, a nice purple colour. It's just a slotted, it's silicone, so it's just a slotted spatula. Some hemming web. So I usually, for work, I wear a lot of trousers. I do wear dresses and skirts, but I wear a lot of trousers. And there's nothing worse. You go to put them on in the morning, you catch a little thread and the hem comes down on either a skirt or a pair of trousers. I don't have a sewing machine. I can sew, obviously, but I don't have a machine. And this stuff, I used to use this, when I lived in the States, I used to often have this. And you just put it on both sides of the let down hem, and it just holds it together for you long enough until you can get it to stitch properly. So I just thought that would be a useful thing to have in the cupboard. Then I've got an exfoliating foot peel. So looking after your feet is obviously really important, and I do quite like to put foot creams and things on, and I just thought this looked quite interesting. It's tea tree and peppermint, which are both really good for the skin. So certainly while we're at home these next few weeks, months, however long it goes on, this would be something nice to do. And it's just something it's like a little sock, and you put your foot into it, and then after a period of time you take it off and it exfoliates and peels off the dead skin. Ready cut baking sheets. So when we do baking, we always have baking paper and greaseproof paper in the cupboard. These ones are ready cut to put on a baking tray, so those will be ideal. I'm making some biscuits later this week, so we'll give those a try. I've got some Strawberry Fields Tic Tacs. So a little multi-pack of 4 packs of Tic Tacs, and these are the strawberry and cream flavour Tic Tacs. I think Caleb will like those. Something else for the sweetie cupboard, some smooth raspberry pencils. So these are the long raspberry chews that you sometimes get in pick and mix, and they're raspberry flavour with a filling through. So again, just something different to put in the sweetie tin that I don't normally pick up. A microfiber super mitt. So this is a dusting mitt essentially. You just put your hand in the glove end there, and you can go around and just dust things without needing to use a duster. So if you've just got a little bit to do, this is ideal, and it can go in the washing machine and get washed. And on the other side of it is a microfiber cloth, so you can use it for both. As I say, all of these things were about £1 to £2. I didn't buy anything that was more than £2, so that's why I've got so much stuff for my £50. Set of 3 balloon whisks. I use a whisks for a lot of things, and these are 3 different sizes. Ideal for when you're making sauces, when you're just mixing up like a hot chocolate or something. I have a little tiny one, but this size one that I've got, or perhaps this size one, the spokes at the bottom have separated, so if you try to use it, it scrapes the bottom of the pan, which is not ideal. So this was just a nice little set of 3 different sizes of those. Another sweetie thing, Caleb's going to be lucky in the sweet box. So this is the same as those long ones. This is the short versions of those little sweetie pencils, the rainbow ones. And it's just a nice little size tub with a number of different flavours of those in. American mustard. Crucials, we use the Crucial sauces. We've tried a number of their sauces, and this is the American style mustard, which Tony likes for hot dogs and things like that. So that will get used in this house. Some brunch bars. Again, this is something that Caleb sometimes has for a snack. The chocolate chip ones, he sometimes takes them to school for snacks, but obviously we're not at school at the moment, so just pop those in the snack cupboard for something a little bit healthier than a chocolate bar or some sweeties. What have we got here? A coconut rescue mask for the hair. So again, a little bit of a deeper treatment for hair other than your normal shampooing and conditioning. As you all know, I've got really fine, thin hair, which is a problem at times. But sometimes I find putting something like this on gives it a little more body and texture for a while, especially if you can't get to the salon, which none of us can at the moment. So we'll give that one a try while we're on lockdown. Another foot pack. This one's a deep moisturising one, still tea tree and peppermint, so the same flavours and the same things in it. What does that say? Enriched with tea tree, peppermint and vitamin E to deeply moisturise the skin, helping to soothe and soften dry, rough and cracked heels. So again, we've got springtime, it's been beautiful this weekend, summer approaching, you want to start wearing sandals, and I'm a barefoot person, I hate wearing shoes. And so I'm definitely barefoot most of the summer. So this again will be an ideal one to have to use in the lead up to summer. I got a little tub of the pink stuff. Now this was only £1. Now this is, if you follow social media and you follow people like Mrs. Hinch and the bevy of followers that she has, her Hinch army, they swear by this stuff for various cleaning jobs around the house. Never tried it, and there's a few things that I want to tackle while we're off and at home. Things like our oven door and stuff like that. So I'm going to give it a try. If you've got tips for the best things that you can use the pink stuff for, then please let me know in the comments. I think I've got 2 of these, but I'll come across the other one somewhere. So this is just a little deodorant, a roll-on deodorant, the Dove Go Fresh moisturising one. They were £1. I've got some cupcake cases for baking. We do bake frequently, not all the time, but we go through spells of baking. Caleb quite likes to bake, so it's never, you can never have too many cupcake and muffin cases around, so it's just a little set of blue and white spotty ones. They had other colours of those, I think pink and white and some other colours. The same brand as the floor wipes. These are glass wipes, so again ideal if you just want to do the inside of your windows or your windows in the car or your mirrors, anything like that, and you don't want to get the spray and the cloths out. These are ideal for that, and there are 40 wipes in there, so that's quite a lot. I've got 2 packages of these, which are my favourite sweetie sweets. So the Love Hearts, these are the big tubes of Love Hearts. So that's my treat really in terms of a sweetie out of all of this, but 2 of, I think there's 4 packs in each one. Does it say it on there? No, I think there are, I think I can feel 4 separate packs. So 8 packs of Love Hearts will keep me in sweeties for a while. These are just a little pair of gardening gloves. Again, we have rose bushes at the front of our house which get really prickly and have to be chopped down periodically as the summer progresses, and we've got shrubs and bushes in the back garden that I try to chop down a couple of times a year in terms of giving them a haircut. So things that are prickly and quite tough on the hands, so these will make some nice little gardening gloves just to wear when I'm trimming up the shrubbery. Some little plastic beakers, so these are just 4 different colours there, so there's 8 little tumblers. They're just small ones, but ideal for Caleb to have a drink with meal. They're plastic, so they can't break if they fall off the table, if they tip over, and they're probably just about the right size for the amount of drink he has with a meal. So those, again, nice summery colours, ideal. You could also put like a little ice cream sundae or something in those as well. Some of these Hot Hands hand warmers. So when we go to rugby and football, which are obviously all cancelled now for this year, but these are ideal to have. You just shake them, the little gel packs, you just shake them to activate them, and then you can put them inside your gloves, and they really do keep your hands warm for a very long time. So we've got 2 of those to hold on to for next season. I have This is very similar to one that Caleb's already got, but a bit smaller. It's a little beaker with a Cool Dude pineapple on it and a straw built in. Well, not built in, it comes with the straw on the top. So again, ideal for a little drink if he's going to be somewhere where you don't want him to tip it over. He might be 10, but he does still tip things over. So this is ideal if he's taking a drink up to his room or to the playroom or something like that. Okay. Some chip shop curry sauce powder. So they had a number of different gravies, cheese sauce. I did get the cheese sauce. I got the cheese sauce one as well. From this brand. They're called Golden Fry. I haven't heard of them before, but it's made in Yorkshire, so I imagine it might be a local brand up there. But chip shop curry sauce I absolutely love, and with a little canister like this I can just make enough. It's not something either Tony or Caleb would want with their chips, but I can just make enough for me to have some. And then cheese sauce, I quite like that sometimes with vegetables or just as a quick to pour over if you're making like a pasta dish, or if you're making something like some chicken and you just want to put something different on top of it. The cheese sauce granules come in really handy for that, but mostly I use it for vegetables to make like a quick cauliflower cheese, broccoli cheese, something like leeks with cheese sauce. So both of those will come in really handy for certainly dinners, this one, and the other one for me when we're having chips, to have a little bit of curry sauce. I then got this little microwave pot, so this is ideal for just heating up a portion of something. It's fully microwavable. It has a little slidey bit on the top to vent the lid, and then the lid clips on. Ooh. Like that, and then you just use it in the microwave to heat up soup or a portion of something. I think on the website it showed them making popcorn in it. I would be a bit nervous about putting popcorn in there and the lid shooting off while you were cooking it, but a good little microwave item. Oh, here's the other pack of the hand warmers, and there's the other deodorant. And this never-ending box of things. A little set of sticky notes, memory enhancement tools. So these are just little sticky labels that you can use 4 different sizes, from the they're like the small post-it notes. These are half that size, these are a third that size, and these are a fifth of that size. So these make good little flags. So I do use a lot of sticky notes and things at work and with some of the stuff I do at home, and for Caleb for schoolwork. So again, that's quite a nice little, quite liked that little, it's kind of all on a ring. Like a ring binder there, but a handy little holder for little post-it notes. And because I love Love Hearts, this is a Love Heart air freshener, so we can put this out somewhere, and it has strawberry scented air freshener, but it's obviously meant to smell like the sherbety flavours of Love Hearts. All of this smelly stuff. What else have I got? Some bag sealing clips. So again, when we open up things like rice and pasta and sugar, we usually put a clothes peg on the top. So I got some of these. They're different sizes, just to use to seal bags, cereal bags, things like that, to keep things fresh. I got 2 bags of pencils. So Caleb goes through quite a lot of pencils. So one bag has footballs on it and one has smiley faces. They all have erasers on the end, so they just need to be sharpened. Certainly if you were doing a kids party or something and doing party bags, this would be a great little addition into party bags. They had a few things that you could certainly use like that. So there's 24 HB pencils there. So again, useful just to have on hand. This is, what is this? Breakage Defence. Or deep conditioner. This is a hair conditioner that is kind of once a week conditioning, to do a little bit of a deeper condition on your hair. You leave it in for a little while before rinsing off. I use a coconut oil one sometimes, but this one is a Daily Defence keratin infused one, and so I am hoping that that is good. I haven't tried that before, but it was worth a try, and it was free in my box. And then I've got the Fabulosa is a bit like Zoflora, so it's a disinfectant, but this one was a coconut flavoured one, and I love coconut flavour anything, obviously not flavour, but scent. do not drink this. And so I do use Zoflora around the house for different jobs, and so this one will just replace that for a while with something slightly different. I don't think Zoflora do a coconut scent. And then I've just got 3 more things. So some wagon wheels, which again from my childhood are a real favourite. I'm sure they're not anywhere near as big as they used to be, but you get 8 in there and they were £1. Likewise some caramel logs. So these are tunnocks and the caramel bars, but these are the ones that are coated with some toasted coconut. Haven't seen these for years and years and years. Certainly don't have these in any of the shops around here. I think it might be a regional thing. So got a pack of 4 of those to try, and then a box of the Mayflower curry sauce. If you've seen my Meals of the Week videos, you will know we occasionally use this. It's quite a nice curry sauce. It's more like Chinese chip shop curry sauce, so it has a slightly different flavour to an Indian curry, but we quite like this for just an everyday weekday meal curry with chicken, some vegetables in it. Put some of this sauce on with some rice, you've got meal in very short amount of time, 10 or 15 minutes. So I do buy this anyway. You usually have to look for it at B&M, Poundland, some of the convenience stores have it, but spotted this on their list and so decided to grab a box while I could. So that was the haul. I think you'll agree, quite a lot in there for the £50 that they gave me. It was a very generous offer for £50 worth of product. And I do hope you'll think about giving it a try, because if you do like those sort of, you know, £1 and £2 stores, then there's a number of different ones of them, and you like browsing through those, then browsing through this app while you can't get out to have a wander around the shops is perhaps a good way to do it. So please give it a try, and thank you again to Cherries for sending us the product. And now I just need to get this all put away. So thank you for joining us.